Good afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. As we head into the weekend, hope you're making plans to join us this Sunday. I want to encourage you and I in our day 5 of our week of fasting and prayer. And I've given us a focus Monday to help us focus in prayer. I gave us a focus on Wednesday. And now Friday, I want to give us our third and final focus for our time of fasting and prayer. The third and final focus is fasting for God's favor, or actually say it this way, fasting with God's favor in mind. All right. One of the things we ought to fast and pray for and about and with it in mind is God's favor. What is God's favor? Think of the favor of God. Now, it's a robust concept, but think of the favor of God, as His delight, support, His help, His supply. So God's favor. Think of God's favor like His help, His delight, His support, and His supply to accomplish whatever we are setting out to do for the Lord, and that God would have you do for your life and in life. So we want God's favor. We need God's favor. God's favor is His delight, His support, His supply, His help. We need God's help, don't we? In more ways than one. And His support, His supply, His delight. And that is God's favor. And so when we fast and pray, we're fasting and praying for God's favor. Psalm 90, verse 17 says this: "May the favor of the Lord our God rest upon us, establish the work of our hands for us," or establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. Let me read it one more time. May the favor of the Lord our God rest upon us. Hear that? May the favor of the Lord our God, rest upon us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. When you spend time in prayer and as you're fasting and praying, I encourage you to make Psalm 90, verse 17, your prayer and your request to God. God, may your favor, your delight, your support, your help, your supply rest upon us. Establish the work of our hands. Yes, establish the work of our hands. When we pray for God's favor, we're asking God to help us do what we otherwise couldn't do on our own. We need God's favor. You might be going through something. You might be facing something. You might have things you're praying about and praying for. We need God's favor in all things. And so as we continue our time of fasting and prayer, and even as we head into this weekend, definitely seek and ask God to have His favor rest upon you. God bless you. We'll see you this weekend.